Welcome to the OIT Training session. The following is a series of how-to and informational videos from our OIT team. The topics include VPN, OIT ticketing system, Outlook, Microsoft Teams, MySFCC, print to PDF, electronic signature and policies. Hope you enjoy the video, and please do not hesitate to contact OIT for further questions you might have. Contact information can be found throughout the videos.
Hello and welcome to the VPN how-to video. My name is David Keppel. I am the Senior Network Administrator for the Office of Information Technology. In this video, I will show you how to install, configure, connect and disconnect with SFCC's VPN solution on a Mac. In addition, I will cover on how to access your shared drives. Please note, if you're using a SFCC provided device, please contact the OIT Service Desk for assistance regarding installation. If this is your personal device, you will need administrative rights during installation. Before we start, please ensure that you are connected to the internet. Open a browser of your choice and go to vpn.sfcc.edu. Here you will be prompted for your username and password. Once you have authenticated, click on the Download Mac 3264-bit Global Protect agent. Please wait for the download to complete. Once the download completed, double-click the Global Protect package file. Click Continue on the Install Global Protect window. Leave the default settings, click Continue. Click Install. Here you will be prompted for your local Mac username and password. Please note that you will need administrative rights to continue. Click Install Software. Once the installation is done, click Close. On the Global Protect notification, you can click Don't Allow. At this time, we can close out Safari. This is an additional step if your Mac OS version is 12.3 or newer. If this is not completed, the Global Protect client will spin continuously upon loading and will not allow you to connect. Open System Preferences, go to Security and Privacy, and click Allow on the bottom right. When done, we can close out System Preferences. In order to connect via VPN, click on the globe at the top right, near the clock. This is the Global Protect application. From there you will connect and disconnect from the VPN. For the portal address, type in vpn.sfcc.edu and click Connect. You only have to do this once. The next time the application starts, it will know where to go. Enter your SFCC username and password and click Sign In. Once you see the connected message, you successfully connected. You now have access to additional services such as the SFCC intranet and the OIT self-service portal. To connect to your shared drive, go to the Go and click Connect to Server. Type in smb://DaVinci and click Connect. For your name, type in SFCC/ and your SFCC username. Enter your password and click Connect. You will have several options from here, depending on your permissions. To access your department share, click Departments and then click OK. For other shares, click Shares and then click OK. For your P drive, it is under Users. Click OK. Click on your username and you will see the contents of your P drive. When you no longer need to access the VPN, ensure that you disconnect. Click on the globe and click Disconnect. If you have to reconnect, click on the globe, click Connect, and enter your credentials. I hope this has been informative, and thank you for watching.
Hello. Today I will be demonstrating how to download, install, and connect to VPN using the Global Protect VPN client application on Windows 10. I will then demonstrate how to access your shared drives over VPN. Begin by opening a web browser. I will be using Chrome. In the address bar, enter the web address vpn.sfcc.edu. Enter your SFCC username and password. Select the appropriate installer for your operating system. I'll be using Windows 64-bit. Once the download completes, you can either launch it from the browser or from the folder that you saved it to. I saved it to the Downloads folder. Double-click the installer. Click Run. Once the installer presents, click the Next button. The default installation directory should be sufficient. Click Next. Click Next again. The install will begin. If the logged-in user does not have administrative privileges, you will be prompted to enter local administrator credentials to proceed with the install. Otherwise, simply click Yes. If you're using an SFCC-issued computer, please contact the OIT Service Desk for admin account assistance. After the install completes, you can click the Close button. Global Protect should launch automatically and present on the bottom right side of the screen. If it does not, click the Start button, type in Global Protect, and click the Global Protect application. The first time Global Protect runs, you will need to enter the portal address vpn.sfcc.edu and click Connect. Enter your SFCC username and password and click Sign In. Congratulations, you are now connected to VPN. The Global Protect client shows in the system tray. The system tray is accessed on the right side of the taskbar. Global Protect is the little globe. It is grayed out when VPN is disconnected and colored when connected. Click the globe to display the Global Protect interface. Click Disconnect to disconnect from VPN. To connect again, click the globe icon in the system tray, click Connect, enter your SFCC username and password, and click Sign In. Now, how to access your shared drives. If you're using an SFCC-issued computer, the shared drives may already be mapped. Open File Explorer, navigate to This PC. You should see the O drive or department drive, the P drive or personal drive, and the S drive or group storage drive. When connected to VPN, you should be able to access your shared drives by simply clicking on the mapped drives. They may display a red X as they were not accessible when you logged in before connecting to VPN, but once connected to VPN, they should become accessible. If your mapped drives don't work, or you're on a personal computer, you will have to navigate to the storage server DaVinci manually using the Universal Naming Convention, or UNC path. UNC paths begin with //. To connect, open File Explorer. In the address bar, type //DaVinci. Hit Enter. You should see your shared folders. Double-click Users, then your username for your P drive. Double-click Departments for your department drive contents. Double-click Shares, and double-click the Group folder for your group drive contents. That concludes this demonstration. If you have questions regarding this content, please contact the OIT Service Desk. I hope this demonstration has been helpful, and thank you for your time.
Hello, my name is Mason Kovac, and I'm from the Office of Information Technology. Today I'll be showing you how to access our OIT ticketing system to submit tickets to our team and to see communications from our group. Let's start off by showing you how to access our ticketing system. In order to get to our ticketing system, you must first connect by VPN. Please see our VPN how-to video if you're unfamiliar with this process. If you are on campus, you can skip this step. There are two ways to get to our ticketing system. First, if you're using an issued SFCC computer, select the blue ticket icon on the desktop. Our second option is to log into MySFCC, and underneath the application section, you'll see the same blue ticket that's labeled OIT Support for Employees. Once selected, you'll be directed to our Office of Information Technology self-service portal. This is the homepage for our ticketing system. On the homepage, you'll see a few different areas that you can navigate. At the top left is our Tools options. This is where you can view requests and tickets, submit service requests and technical issues, and browse our knowledge base. Below the Tools section, you'll see our latest updates field. This is where communications in your tickets will appear. When anything happens within your tickets, a notification will appear here. This is also a quick place to see communications from our staff on your submitted tickets. At the top right is our announcements box. This is where you will see an announcement from our team. If there is a large outage that we are aware of, we'll post an announcement here to give you updates on our progress. Below the announcements section, there is our popular articles area. This is an area of our most browsed knowledge base articles. And below that is our popular service catalog items. Currently, we only have 3 services to choose from. This is an area you can quickly submit one of these 3 requests. More on these shortly. Our staff uses the system to communicate about your requests and incidents. To view these communications and to see your progress on your tickets, select the My Requests and Tickets links here. Once in, you'll have 2 options, your tickets and service requests. Select any of these and you will see general information about your ticket, like your submit date, your status, the summary, and the description that you have entered about your ticket. Below that, you will also notice the history. You can see notifications from technicians, like the one here. You'll see that Ed gave me a notification, and there's the date and time that he submitted that. If you need to update this ticket with any more information, or you want to send an email to the technician that is assigned to this ticket, click the Update Request button. This is a simple comment form. Just add your comment and select OK. Once that is submitted, a notification will be sent to the technician working on your request. Our next section, we will discuss how to submit a service request. To do so, on the home page, select the Request a Product or Service. Inside here, you'll see our 3 request options. Our first is the Announcements request. This is an area to submit a request for an announcement to be placed on MySFCC or SFCC Connect. The next option is the Data Report request. This is an option to request reports from the OP team. The general support request will probably be the most used option for everyone. Inside here is a simple form to request something from OIT. Examples may be some software that you want installed on your machine or access to a system that you need for a project. A general support request will be used for anything you need from our OIT team that is not considered a break-fix issue. We will discuss break-fix issues in our next section. Inside here, you'll first hit the Start Request option. What we'd like you to do here is to give us a detailed description of what you are requesting, a telephone number where we can reach you, and optionally the room location that you are located and the SFCC tag number of the machine you are on. After everything is filled in and you click OK, a new request is submitted to our team. From there, our service desk technicians triage the ticket. They will classify the ticket. They'll complete if they are able or assign to another team in our OIT group to complete. The more detailed you are within your description, the quicker we can fulfill your request. But if you don't quite know exactly what you are after, don't hesitate to submit your request and we'll reach out to discuss. Incidents for our team are very important to handle quickly. These are considered anything that is break-fix and has a user unable to be productive at their position. Examples may be hardware that is malfunctioning or a system you are unable to access that you are regularly accessing. For these issues, we would like you to submit a technical issue. To do so, navigate back to the home page, and from here underneath Tools, you'll see Report a Technical Issue link. Once selected, a form pops up for you to fill out, and this will be similar to the general support request that we just saw. This is a simple form that you'll just want you to fill in a description of what issue you are having, and please be detailed as much as you can. And then as well, we will want the telephone, the room location, and tag number. We also added an alternate contact to our technical issue field. So if you have an office mate that is also experiencing the issue or can fill us in if you're not around, you can place them in here. Once you select OK, a new incident is created for our team. These incidents will be triaged quickly and you will be notified by our technicians to resolve your incidents fast so you can get back to your normal working order there. Anytime any of these are being clicked or tickets are being submitted or our technicians are emailing you back, email notifications will be sent directly to your Outlook box. We like to communicate through our ticketing system because it creates a record of progress of your requests or incidents. This is very helpful if a technician moves a ticket to another technician, as the next technician can see the troubleshooting the previous tech has done. It also helps when you call the service desk. The technician that answers can easily see the details and progress of your ticket. We try to keep these notifications as simple and easy to read. We do know you receive a lot of email on a daily basis, so we try not to overload you with tons of notifications. Email notifications will be sent to you when a new ticket is created, when a technician notifies you about your ticket, and when your ticket is closed. Replying to any of these email notifications will update the ticket with your notification and send an email notification to the assigned technician. Here you'll see a submitted ticket, and this is a new ticket. You'll see the status over on the right. And this is the first notification that you get when you use the general support request or the incident option. The next option the next notification you'll see is when one of our technicians assigns the ticket to themselves and starts working the ticket. You'll see the in progress, you'll see your details again, and you'll also have a link to access your ticket. This will go straight back to the self-service portal and to your My Requests link. The next option here, let me see if this is it. Oh, that's the completed. Let's go to the This is a notification when a technician notifies you. So you'll see that the assignee has notified you about this ticket. And you'll also have access to your ticket here. So our email notifications will always have a link to access your ticket to that self-service portal. Our last email notification to you will be right here, the completion notification. So as you can see, the status of your ticket has changed to complete by the assignee at this time. The assignee will usually give you a description of the completion, and you'll also have the option to take a brief survey of the ticket. We would like you to do these surveys because it helps us see how well we've been doing with our tickets. When you select that, you'll see a rate it option. From here is just a simple star rating. And you can add a comment on how the technician did. We'll just do a file here. You did awesome. After that, click on the Submit My Rating. Once submitted, our team can look back at these surveys and determine how well our technicians are doing. So please take the time to take these quick surveys. This is the end of our OIT ticketing system training. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to submit a ticket or call our service desk. Stay tuned for our next OIT video. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to Outlook Tips and Tricks. I'm Norbert Utz, the Director of Enterprise Applications here at Santa Fe Community College. In this short video, I will show you a few tips and tricks for Outlook. This video is based on the Outlook 365 version, but most of the features will be available in previous versions. Views. To change the view of your emails, select View from the menu and then select the Change View button. Select one of the three options: Compact View, Single View, or Preview. Keep the one you like. The Show As Conversations checkbox will arrange messages into a thread in chronological order with the newest message on top. Let me demonstrate. I want you to focus on the three messages with the subject Meeting and Re-meeting. These are emailed within a thread. When I click the checkbox, a pop-up appears asking me where I want to apply the feature. I'm selecting this folder. All messages in the meeting thread were grouped together. A triangle is now visible next to the conversation messages. When I click it, all the messages within this thread will show in chronological order. Wouldn't it be nice if you could also see your meetings and appointments when looking at your email? This is possible by selecting the View menu and then the To-Do bar button. Clicking on the Calendar menu option will bring up the calendar and the preview of the appointments for the next 7 days in the right pane of the window. Read, unread. Click on the blue bar in the email to mark it as read. Click the bar again and it will be marked as unread. Or use the Read Unread button in the Home menu to toggle between read and unread. The keyboard shortcut for it are Ctrl-U to mark it unread and Ctrl-Q to mark the email as being read. To control when emails are marked as read, go to View, Reading pane, Options. Here you can see all options available. Select the settings you prefer and then click OK. Junk email. A very important part is the junk email folder. As you can see here, there is one email in my junk email folder. Please check the folder regularly, since you might have important emails which end up in this folder. Select the junk email folder and then select the email message to act on. Then select the appropriate action from the junk drop-down menu. For example, block sender will move emails from this sender automatically to the junk email folder. Never block sender will move any future emails from this sender to the inbox. Not junk will move the selected email directly to the inbox. Create folder. Creating folders within your inbox is one way of organizing your emails. To do so, select the inbox folder. Then select the folder menu option and select the new folder icon. Enter the name of the folder, in this example to do, and click on OK. Then select the email you want to move. Select the home menu and then click the Move button. A list of all available folders will appear. Select the To Do option to move the email. You can view the items you just moved by selecting the To Do folder below the inbox. Drag and drop. Another nice feature is the drag and drop. Create an appointment by dragging the email to the calendar navigation option at the bottom of the screen. Once you see a plus sign next to the mouse cursor, release the mouse button. An appointment window will appear and allow you to fill in the rest of the information. Make sure to enter the correct start, end time, and location. Then click on the Save and Close button to add it to your calendar. Contacts can be created also by drag and drop. When you receive an email from outside SFCC and you want to create a new contact, drag the email to the People navigation to create the new contact. Then click Save and Close. Contact group. A contact group is helpful when sending emails to the same group of people on a regular basis. It can also be used for meeting invites. The first step in creating a contact group is to select people from the navigation bar. Then click on the New Contact Group button under the Home menu. In the name box, give the group a title. In my case, I will create a group called EA, short for Enterprise Applications. Now I need to add members by clicking the Add Members button with the From Outlook Contacts option. In the Select Members window, select the global address list as the address book. Then select the text box under the search label. Now start typing the name of the first member you want to add. Once you found the name, double-click the name and it will appear in the members text box. To add a second name, clear the search box and start entering the name. Once you've found the name, double-click it. You will see the name in the members text box next to the first name entered. Repeat the step until all the members have been added. Then click OK. Now click on Save and Close in the Contact Group menu. The contact group is now created. To use the contact group in an email, compose a new email by clicking Mail in the navigation option, and then the New Email button on the Home menu. In the To field, start entering the name of the contact group. Select the contact group from the list shown below. Your group will appear in the To field with a plus sign at the beginning. Click the plus sign to expand the group. You should now see all the members of the group. Meeting invite. To create a meeting invite, select the Home menu option and then click on the New Items button. From the drop-down menu, select Meeting. At first, enter the title of the meeting. Then enter the required attendees. The next step is checking the availability of your participants by clicking the Scheduling Assistant from the menu. This will show the status and availability of all attendees. Look at the legend below to familiarize yourself with the different colors of the statuses. Once you selected the time and date, click the meeting options from the menu. Then either enter the location or click on Teams Meeting to create a link for a meeting with Microsoft Teams. The next step is to deliver the invite by clicking the Send button. Email encryption. In this section, I will show you how to send an email with encryption. An email should be encrypted when it contains confidential information. Compose a new email by clicking the New Email button on the Home menu. Then select Options from the menu. Next, click the Encrypt button. Your menu options will be different from what you see on the screen. Nevertheless, you should see the following 4 options for sending encrypted email. The first is Encrypt Only. It will just encrypt the email. The second is Do Not Forward. With this option, the email will be encrypted and the receiving parties can't forward, print, or copy content to anybody. The third option is SFCC Confidential. The email is encrypted, but only users with an sfcc.edu email account can access the content or make edits. It also can only be shared with other sfcc.edu users. The fourth option is SFCC Confidential View Only. This option is like SFCC Confidential. However, with this option, the email can't be edited. Select the option that fits your needs and continue composing and sending your email. What should you do if you suspect that you received a spam or phishing email? First, do not forward the email to OIT or anybody else. Click on the Fish Alert or Fish Alert Report button in your email. You don't need to do anything else. If you're not sure what to do, please call OIT at 505-428-1222. Email policy. Please make yourself familiar with the electronic mail policy 7-4 on the SFCC website. The policy provides important information about email usage. You can visit the website by entering www.sfcc.edu/policy/sfcc-electronic-mail Outlook-policy. If you need Outlook help or technical support, you can either submit a ticket via the OIT ticketing system on MySFCC or call OIT at 505-428-1222.
Hello, my name is Mason Kovac and I'm from the Office of Information Technology, and today I'll be giving a brief overview of Microsoft Teams. So what is Microsoft Teams? It's the hub of teamwork in Office 365. You can invite everyone you work with to chat, meet, call, and collaborate all in one place, no matter where you are. So let's start off by showing you how to access Microsoft Teams. First, you can access Teams by logging into MySFCC, scrolling down through Applications, and selecting the Microsoft Teams icon. The second option would be to log into your Office 365 link and download and install a local copy. The third option is to install the mobile app on your Android or iOS device. When you launch the Teams app, you'll arrive at your Teams dashboard. At the left is the navigation toolbar. At the top is the search bar. If you want to search for anything in any of your teams, simply type your name or keyword in the search bar. At the top right, you will notice an icon with your initials. Inside here is your personal preferences for the Microsoft Teams app. This is where you can set your availability, you can set a status message, and also look through your theme and your device settings. Our first tool to discuss is the chat tool. At the left navigation bar, click the chat icon. Chat is the core messaging functionality of Microsoft Teams. When having a one-on-one chat, you can message, call, screen share, and add other people to the conversation, all from a single interface. The chat interface in Microsoft Teams is fairly straightforward, and here's a quick rundown of how to get started. To start a new chat, simply click the new chat icon at the top. In this To field, you can enter in the name or the names of the people that you want to chat with. Chat allows you to collaborate with one-on-one or multiple people at the same time. Oops, type this correct. For this example, we're actually going to just use a test student account. Inside the chat, you'll see the type a new message icon down here. You can just start chatting away as you see fit. Below the chat box, there are a few tools. The A here is a formatting option for your chat, so you can bold and italicize. There's a couple paragraph options you can use and indents. If you need to put an urgency in your chat, you can use a little exclamation point here to set the urgency of your chat. The paperclip here is an attachment option. Clicking this will allow you to upload a file from your computer. Another way to upload into chat would be to simply drag and drop your file from your desktop or wherever into your chat. Doing so will upload the file into chat, and then you can send it to whoever you're talking with. You also have the ability to add emojis, GIFs, and stickers. Here's a funny little crayon. At the top right, there are a few tools to look at inside the chat box. The camera allows you to start video calls with the participants of this chat. The phone allows you to start audio calls. You can screen share with the people that you're chatting with. And if you need to add someone else to this chat, you can click the Add People option here. Add the person's name. Still can't spell Norbert. And this will start a new conversation. The next tool that we will discuss is the Teams app. On the left navigation bar, click the Teams icon. The column here in the white will show you all the teams that you are a part of. Teams are a collection of people, content, and tools surrounding different projects and outcomes within the organization. Teams can be created to be private to only invited users. Teams can also be created to be public and open to anyone in the organization. A team is designed to bring together a group of people who work closely and to get things done. Within teams are channels. These are dedicated sections within a team to keep conversations organized by specific topics, projects, and disciplines, whatever works for your teams. Files that you share in a channel on the Files tab here are stored in your SharePoint. Channels are places where conversations happen and where the work actually gets done. Channels can be open to all team members, or if you need a more selected audience, they can be private. To create a team, click the Join or Create a Team button at the bottom left. Inside here, you'll click the Create a Team button. We will discuss the staff option here. Here you'll put the team name. We're going to just put a test training _teams. For SFCC, we would like you to always end your team name with an _teams. In the description field, you can put anything you'd like. We'll just do this as a test training. Oops, still can't spell. And you can also select if it's private or public. Then we'll click Next. From here, you can add people to your team. We'll add that test student we were using earlier. We can add a person from our group. Still can't spell Norbert. And then you can just hit close here and you'll create the team. Here we go. Here it is at the bottom, and I'll simply grab it and drag it to the top so we can see it a little easier. Once the team is created, you can create channels. Using the three little dots here, you can hit the Add Channel button. This is where you can add different projects. Oops. From here, we can start adding conversations, we can add files, and we can start collaborating with the team. Click the New Conversation button, and this will be similar to your chat from earlier, but all the people within the team and this project will see it. You can upload files to your project by dragging and dropping into your conversation box here. And hitting send. When you do this, now the file is made available for your team to collaborate on. This file can also be seen now in the Files tab at the top. When you click on this file, it will open up in Excel. Since the file is open in Excel within Teams, multiple people can open the same file and edit at the same time. This can also be done with any of the Microsoft applications like Word, Excel, PowerPoint. Within the file, while you're editing, you can click the Conversations tab here at the top right, and you can chat while you're editing the file. When you are finished, you can hit the Closed button and it will save the file for you. In the Files tab, you have a few options. You can upload files by clicking the Upload option. You can upload a file or folder from your computer. You can also select multiple files within here and download them. You can also create new files by selecting this drop-down. Here you have an option to start new Word documents, Excel, and PowerPoint presentations. Clicking one of these options will create a new document for your team to start collaborating on. Next, we'll discuss the Calendar app within Microsoft Teams. Select the calendar icon in the navigation toolbar, and you'll see your Outlook calendar displayed in Teams. Since this is a shared calendar between your Outlook calendar and Teams, you can see all your Outlook appointments. To schedule a meeting, you can select the day that you would like to have your meeting. Inside here, you will add the title of the meeting. Under the Add Required Attendees, you can add the people that you want to join the meeting. Oh, still can't spell Norbert correctly. Below this, you can see the date and time that you want to have your meeting. Then you can add a description to your meeting. At the top, you'll see the scheduling assistant. This is similar to Outlook. When you select this, you can see the availability of your attendees for this meeting. As you can see, Norbert's not available at the time that I'm trying to schedule this meeting. And since this is a test student account, we don't really have a calendar set up for this user. Since I would like to have this meeting on a time when Norbert is available, I can move this to his time when I can see his calendar is open. Or find another day that this meeting might work. If you'd like to add a person from outside the organization to this meeting, under the attendees box, you can type the private email address of the user, and when you hit send, they will get a Teams meeting invite that they can join the team meeting. So right now I'm going to hit send. This will create a new meeting for these two people to join. If you open this, you can click edit, and you can see the Join Microsoft Teams link has been added. If this was sent to a person from outside the organization, this is the link that they would use to join the meeting. When it's time to join the meeting, you can click the Join button at the top right, and this will start the meeting, and you can start collaborating. Let me close this, and I will show you how a meeting looks inside of Microsoft Teams. To do so, I will use the Meet Now option at the top right of your calendar. The dialog box that opens is what will open whenever you join any meeting within Microsoft Teams. The options here are to turn on and off your camera, to turn on and off your microphone, and to set your microphone and speaker options prior to joining the meeting. To join, I will click the Join Now button. Inside here you'll find all the tools for your meeting. The first option is to hide and show your participants. If you need to add someone into this meeting, you can select the invite someone or dial a number option here and start typing users in your organization. I'll use that same test account. And what ends up happening is it'll call the user. If the person is on Teams at that point, they can join the meeting with their Join Now option. The next tool is the chat. Inside here, you can chat within your team meeting. You can also share files within the chat, similar to the chat feature that we were just using. The next option is raising your hand. When you raise your hand, you'll see a notification is sent to the organizer of the meeting. When the organizer looks at the participants field, they'll see a hand raised. If multiple people raise their hand at once, it'll show them in the order that they raise their hand. 3 little dots are more settings within your meeting. You have your device settings that you can look at. You can take meeting notes. You can see different views. There's now a large gallery view that can see more than 10 people at once. You can change the focus and the content. You can apply background effects. These ones are pretty neat. You can also start the recording for your teams. Anyone can start the recording. Once the recording is finished in a meeting, that'll go to the organizer's Stream app. Moving along at the top, you can still turn on and off your camera. You can turn on and off your microphone. And you can start screen sharing. When you select the screen share or share option, you have the different screens to choose from. You also have the different open windows on your computer to share. You can also share the previously opened files that you've used. And also within Microsoft Teams is a whiteboard function. Let's open that. The first option for the whiteboard is how you want to collaborate. You can have it to where only you can edit, or you can have it to anyone within the meeting can edit as well. Now that the whiteboard is open, you can select your tools at the top and start to draw. If you use the scroll on your mouse, you can zoom in and out. Using the little arrows here, you can move around in the whiteboard. The eraser can erase what you've just previously written. You can also add text and add notes. When you're done with the whiteboard and you want to save what you've written on the whiteboard, you can select the little gearbox here and you can export this whiteboard as a PNG image. To stop presenting the whiteboard, you can click the Stop Presenting button here. This is also the same option is available when you're presenting your screens. The last option here is to leave the meeting. You can leave and have everyone else still be collaborating, or if you're the meeting organizer, you can end the meeting. This brings me to the end of our Microsoft Teams training. If you ever need quick help for any apps or features within Microsoft Teams, at the bottom left there's a help icon here. Inside you can find training on Microsoft Teams. These are helpful little videos that can help drill down into any of the features or apps that you need more training on. They are short 1 to 2 minute videos that are easy to follow and can get you going quickly with any options you're looking for. As always, if you need further assistance, don't hesitate to call our service desk or put in a ticket. Thank you for joining the Microsoft Teams training and stay tuned for our next video.
Hello and welcome to MySFCC Overview. My name is Chris and I work for the Office of Information Technology. Today we are going to introduce you to MySFCC. It is your portal access to official college functions such as registration, payment, class schedules, timesheets, Canvas, and so much more. MySFCC is organized into 4 major sections. On the left is the site navigation, where you will find a comprehensive list of useful links. In the top middle, here we have essential links for students, including scheduling an appointment and other resources. Below, here we have applications icons, which provide one-click access to Canvas, SFCC, Connect, email, Office 365, and so much more. On the right, we have campus announcements to help keep you informed of the latest happenings. Let's take a look at a few of the many important functions. To keep the left-hand navigation open, click once on the menu icon. To access your timesheets and employee history, click on Employee, then Employee Services. To access grades, rosters, degree evaluations, and other faculty functions, click on Faculty, then Faculty Services. For budget inquiries and to view documents, click on the Finance option. Now let's view the applications icons. Canvas is our learning management system. When you click on the Canvas icon, this is where online classes are located. To access your SFCC email account, click on the email icon. This is where all official communications take place. To access Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel, Teams, and other Microsoft applications, find the icon labeled Office 365. If you have any technology support requests, find the blue ticket labeled OIT Support. VPN is required to access this site off campus. As we progress down the page, we have SFCC Connect, which is also referred to as the intranet. This site is for staff and faculty only, and VPN is needed off campus as well. If you have any questions or issues, Please submit a ticket by clicking on one of the ticket icons. If you are on campus or have VPN access, use the blue ticket. Otherwise, use the orange ticket. Or call the service desk at area code 505-428-1222 for all technology questions. This concludes our overview and demonstration.
Hello, Mason Kovac again from the Office of Information Technology, and welcome to the How to Print a File to PDF and Sign Electronic Documents video. Now, why would you need to print a file to PDF? This is a handy technique if you have no printer and need to save a copy of a document that opens in a web browser. Most common usages are receiving a document from someone that would need to be signed, like a contract that opens in a browser. Instead of printing the document physically and signing, then scanning the document and sending back to the requester, you can simply print the file to PDF, sign it electronically, then send it to the requester in a matter of a few clicks. To start, you'll need to find a form that opens up in a web browser that you need to save and edit. Right here I found a random personal loan agreement form that we'll use as an example. So to print this to PDF, in Chrome, we're going to go to the three little dots here at the top right. Now, for other web browsers, it will be fairly similar. The main goal here is to find the print option in your web browser. So select print. When the print dialog box opens under destination, you may see some physically connected printers like an HP or Toshiba that is in your office. What we're going to do is change the destination to Microsoft Print to PDF and then select Print. The next dialog box that opens is your standard Save As dialog box. So what you'll need to do here is select a destination and enter a file name. I'm going to name this file Test and save it to my desktop. And there you go, we just saved a file to PDF. Now that we have our PDF ready to be signed, we're going to open that using Adobe Acrobat Pro. Currently, we have licensing available for all staff at SFCC, so if you don't have access to Adobe Acrobat Pro currently, just submit a ticket and we'll help you get the software and the licensing. To open this PDF, I'm going to right-click it and select Edit with Adobe Acrobat. All right, to fill and sign this document, we're going to use the Fill and Sign tool. There's two ways to get to that. You can select the Fill and Sign button at the right here, or you can go to Tools and select Fill and Sign here. The next box that opens, it'll ask you what you want to do with this document. We want to fill and sign. And now we have a few new tools that we can use to actually edit and sign this document. All right, to add text to this document, we can use the AB button here, and I'll add some text. I'll be the borrower. We'll add Norbert here. And how much money do I need to lend? Yeah, that sounds like enough. So the next thing that we need to do is sign this document. So what we can do is hit the sign button at the top toolbar here. And right now I don't have a signature, so I will add a signature to my Adobe Acrobat. There are three options to create a signature in Adobe. So our first option here is the type your name. And that gives you a nice standard kind of generic looking signature to use. That's an okay signature to use, but let's get a little more creative. The second option is the draw option. So you can use your mouse or your tablet stylus to draw your signature. And I am not good at that, so we won't be using that one. The option that I like to use is the image option. You can upload a picture of your actual signature into Adobe Acrobat and then use that to sign documents electronically. So what I did was I took a picture with my phone of my signature and uploaded it to my desktop. And the only trick to this is you need to have your signature on a white background with no lines, so just a white piece of paper, and just be in a well-lit area. So let me just select my signature. Here it is. And there you go. This is my chicken scratch signature, but we're going to use that to start signing documents electronically. When you select apply here, your picture of your signature gets added up here. Give it a second. There it is. And now look, I have a picture of my signature that I can add anywhere into this document. So I am the borrower, so I'll just put that here. And you can actually use this little box to make it bigger or smaller, and just drag and drop, and there you go. I just signed this document. So now that I have my signature uploaded into Adobe, I can use this on the next documents to sign. So this is just kind of a one-time process for uploading the signature. From here, I would just save the document, open up my email, attach it, and send it off. And we'd be complete with filling this document out and signing. So that wraps it up for the video training on the print to PDF and sign documents electronically. Thank you again. This is Mason from IT, and if you need any help, don't hesitate to reach out to our service desk or put in a ticket.
The purpose of this presentation is to familiarize you with SFCC's Policies 7.1 and 7.3. SFCC is committed to the effective, efficient, ethical, and lawful use of its information technology resources to meet its mission, vision, and objectives. SFC supports the use of technology for the open exchange of information and ideas in accordance with established policies on academic freedom. All users are responsible for using information technology resources with awareness of and compliance with security, privacy, policies, and internal processes and controls. Two of the most critical security compliance points are no sharing passwords and that requests for shared accounts must include a valid educational, technological, or business need and must be approved by the Office of Information Technology. SFCC is dedicated to the protection of the rights of copyright holders and complies with all copyright laws, including the Digital Millennium Copyright Act and the Higher Education Opportunity Act. SFCC is committed to the protection of privacy and confidential data. Employees should follow rules set forth by the Family Educational and Privacy Rights Act, the Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act, Safeguards Rule, and state and federal statutes. Information technology security is intended to protect access and usage. Violation of this policy may result in disciplinary action. SFCC will limit risk through a combination of technology, procedures, enforcement, assessment, and awareness. While respecting user privacy and academic freedom to the fullest extent possible, SFCC reserves the right to monitor and examine any network traffic or data for the following purposes, which include, but are not limited to, enforcing policies against discrimination, harassment, and threats to the safety of individuals, protecting against or limiting damage to information technology resources, complying with the court order, subpoena, or other legally enforceable discovery request, upgrading or maintaining information technology resources, in response to a notification, investigating and preventing the posting of proprietary software or electronic copies of text, data, media, or images in potential violation of copyright, licenses, or other contractual and legal obligations, or in violation of law, and issues outlined in Policy 4-4, fraud, waste, and abuse. SFCC's information security policy covers systems and technology, facilities, communications networks, and data. Management at all levels is responsible for ensuring that all employees are aware of and adhere to the policy as well as the principles and the minimum requirements it defines. SFCC is committed to the protection of sensitive, personal identifiable information and other information residing in its systems and protected by federal and state laws. Data security objectives: prevent unauthorized disclosure of or access to information stored or processed on SFCC systems. Prevent the accidental or unauthorized deliberate destruction, alteration, or deletion of information necessary to operations. Classification of information: all forms of information, records, documents, and/or files in both electronic and printed format owned and/or in the care of the college shall be classified as confidential, sensitive, or public. Note: do not store personally identifiable information on your computer hard drives. Access to sensitive and personally identifiable information is on an as-needed basis. Access to any financial information of the college requires approval from the Vice President of Finance or Chief Financial Officer. In the event the college wishes to share personally identifiable information with a non-SFCC entity, a memorandum of understanding regarding the purpose, scope, and guidelines for sharing and use of the data must be prepared. Prior to releasing any personally identifiable information, the MOU must be approved by the Office of Planning and Institutional Effectiveness. Any information reported internally and externally must follow appropriate state and federal laws and regulations protecting personally identifiable information. Storage and disposal of information. Care must be taken in the transmission, storage, and disposal of information. Each end user should consult with their manager, the college's record retention policy and the state record retention policy to identify sensitive personal and financial data. Violations of the information security policy. Security violations are events or actions that are in violation of this policy. The types of activities that may be considered security violations include, but are not limited to, those based on existing policies and procedures on student conduct in accordance with Student Code of Conduct, SFCC Policy 2-1, or employee conduct in accordance with Workplace Ethics and Code of Conduct, SFCC Policy 4-1. Thank you for your cooperation and compliance with these policies.